Hi, good to see you today, Michaela. As Executive Member for Housing and Development, I'm here just to talk with you today about the repairs service in housing services and represent tenants with some of the concerns that they've been raising with me. Could you tell me a bit more about how we're trying to improve our repairs standards?
We've been looking at the repairs policy and the repairs service standard, which we are in the middle of implementing. As part of that, we've consulted with our resident groups at the Your Voice group as part of housing services. We've also consulted with key stakeholders across housing services and our partner contractor Equans to be a part of that. What that's going to look like is a transparent and consistent service standard for our residents, so they understand what the services should look like, and we can also manage expectations. So in terms of the key elements of that, it's about being really clear on what we are and we're not responsible for, the timescales to complete repairs. It's essentially a set of rules to say this is what you need to do and you need to do it within this timescale. So we meet with our contractors weekly and monthly, really looking at performance and feedback and detail to hold ourselves and our contractors to account in terms of how we deliver the service.
So Michaela, could you tell me a bit more about the changing of our priorities and when that will come into effect?
So the change of priorities is essentially in effect now. We're embedding that now. But the reason why we're making the changes to the priorities is we've gone from 7 or 8 different priorities, which has been really challenging for us to manage the repairs within those categories, down to a much more simpler form in terms of an emergency, a routine repair, a planned repair or a major repair. And what that will enable us to do is be able to manage the prioritisation of the repairs, but it's also what you see as a common priority across the sector in terms of social housing. It's just to ensure that we can meet the expectations, and when we say we're going to turn up within a certain timescale, we can actually realistically do that.
How long do you think these changes are going to take place to come into effect?
So the initial reaction to reducing the outstanding repairs, we're looking at sort of March, April time. In terms of communication and the quality of repairs, that can't wait till March, April time. That's something we're working on right now, but we can't delay communicating with residents. So in terms of communication and quality of works, that should start to improve in the coming weeks and months.
Thanks for all those replies, Michaela. I feel I've got a better understanding of our repairs service and what you're doing to try and fix that, and hopefully our tenants will see the impact of that in the coming months.